Hello, welcome back to XS. My name's Dan. I'm here with Holly.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to part 2 of our Dreams video trilogy.
Trilogy.
This time we're talking about dream shaping. What's that?
I mean, this is probably one of the most exciting videos I've ever been a part of viewing, seeing, making. Dream shaping is exactly what you want from dreams. This is the creation mode. We're going to see it completely in action. We're going to look at building worlds. We're going to look at creating sound. We're going to look at creating animations. And we're going to look at setting logic as well to really bring the world to life. Prepare
to have your minds blown.
Absolutely. So when you come to the dream shaping from your hub world, and you can see the hub world in our other video, these are your 3 options. So we've got browse and create, which allows you to sort of either make completely from scratch, completely blank canvas, or to remix something that already exists. So you could find something, you can see dreamers or create, and you can see they've all tried to break them into different things. So showcases for people, it's like a gallery. We've got collections. So maybe you just make trees, Wheeler.
Maybe I do.
But you could group all the trees you found here. So someone like me, I might not be very good at creating, but I could be a really good curator.
I see.
I can find all the best trees.
Yep. Then you can just browse the good trees.
Browse the good trees. Or I only want palm trees. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can see absolutely loads to start with. To search by dreamers is to search by a particular person.
Okay, if you're a fan of a particular dreamer.
Yeah, I love saying dreamer. So for this one, instead of starting fresh, because we actually want to show you something a little bit already living and breathing, we're going to pick an existing world and we're going to remix it, which means we're just going to mess with it.
All right.
But you can see these are the ones already created by the people here at Media Molecule.
There's so many of them.
Yeah. And this is just created by the staff here. So the staff are building everything again on the tools here. They've got no secret tools.
Yeah.
It's exactly as it should be. So we're going to pick a level. This is the one we're going to start with. You can see then, hit the remix, and this is it. You are now in the editor mode. All of this is done on DualShock 4. Today we're playing on DualShock 4. The game will launch PlayStation VR compatible.
Wow.
And with the Move controllers. But for anyone who wants to ask, what you're seeing right now is all being done on the DualShock 4 using just the face buttons and the gyro. So straight away, you can see anything's got a white line around it. That's just to help you select.
Okay, when you highlight things, yeah.
Because there's a lot of different elements. You know, you can zoom in and out, swivel the world around. You can grab onto the world, pull yourself around it, if that's easier for navigation. But you've got the full sort of 360 look.
So this is like a basic starting template, right, just to get you going?
Yeah, because maybe you're just not feeling that creative today. So just load up a template and work from that. So then with the cloning tool, for example, we could select it, grow it, shrink it, clone it.
Is that little sheep icon that comes up for clone?
But let's just say one wasn't enough. You wanted to make more of them. You could. You got your undo button. I love that cloning button. But every time you clone it, you could shrink it, move it. This one.
Ooh.
Done.
That's so simple.
It really is so simple. This, if you wanted to create a quick bridge, so you just take the one item and then just press the button. There's that. Great, you've made a bridge. Congratulations. So if you want to go really involved, there's grid snap and things like that. So if you want things to be very precise, those tools are there. We're obviously we're freestyling. But like he said, if you need something to be super, super precise, turn grid snap on or turn grids on. So we've got this, but it's not enough, right? We want to add some more stuff to it.
Right.
So here we've got stuff that we've curated or unlocked or even made ourselves that we could now add to this world. So we're just going to grab something from this world that you saw.
I see a browse in the library of things that people have made.
Yeah. I know. I mean, it doesn't fit.
Does that matter? I don't think it does.
But you can see it's so easy just to add things in, drag, drop. There's no loading in between. It's just grab it, drop it in the world. Great.
So if you don't fancy yourself as a modeler, for example, you can just take other models that have been made and bring them into your own world.
But then with the sculpting tool, live your best life.
You can tweak them. I mean, that's not a great job.
But it is beautiful.
It's unique is what it is.
But it just shows you how simple that was. He took something that someone else had made and then adapted it, and now it's his, and he could clone it. He could even save that as well to use if you wanted to in the future. So as you've just seen, it's really easy. You can drop a character in, you can make one yourself, or just import a character someone else has made.
No, this is the fox from earlier, from the last video.
Yeah, and that was it. Press of a button, and now it's in play mode. And now you're just...
Now the world exists.
You're literally QA testing the world you've just built. Just like that. So you can see all the terrible choices you've made. And straight back into edit mode. Right, that's too far away. Bring it a bit closer. Fantastic. Build that bridge. Back to play mode.
And it's there.
Now we can get across.
That's so simple.
Just snapping in and out. I've just noticed there's little eyes on the backpack of this fox.
What?
When he next time he moves, there's little blinking eyes that someone has animated. So, okay, so we've been messing around, but I suppose we should probably show what it can do. So let's set ourselves a challenge.
Okay.
We're going to get to the island.
Well, how?
Look at that. Straight away, it doesn't even look...
It makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what's going to go on here?
So what we're going to do, we're going to, as Media Molecule called it, lava cookie.
That is what it looks like.
This is lava. Ooh. And we're now going to place the lava in the world. Look at that. Fearsome.
Now it's there. Well, how do we get across there then?
Well, I guess we're going to have to build something. But that lava cookie is all edited and created by someone by hand.
See, again, you've said that. I've forgotten it. I'd forgotten that someone would have made that in the game.
But, like, if you can't, don't worry, because someone else who's better than you will just make it for you.
I'm definitely going to be the guy that takes other people's things.
I mean, why not?
That's fine.
We'll just let Dave make it all. Okay, so now we've got lava cookie. We're going to build our bridge, right? So we're going to, first of all, let's start by extending it a little bit.
Okay,
that was simple. To work with. But then I suppose we should probably make a moving platform.
Right, a bit of platforming.
Bit of platforming. I mean, I'm not very good at it, but we'll do it.
Okay, how does this work?
So we can use the animation tools to do this. Now, you can do things again very, very seriously. The tools are incredibly in-depth. Or you can do them by hand, which is what we're going to do. So we're going to open up the menu, and this is the animate section. So we're going to record it all by hand. So we're going to put down a little recorder, and it's now recording. So we're going to grab it and show exactly what we want it to do. So this is us bouncing it with the DualShock, a little bouncer at the end. And then it's just going to come back.
Oh.
Well, you know, then it'll come back. Lovely. Stop recording.
And it's just memorized.
You've just
That's
animated
great.
it. You've just made an animation.
That's
this is
so
very, very
good.
basic, but you've just animated your own moving platform. You've started making a platform.
We should say that we are literally just scratching the surface of how deep this game can go.
Unbelievably. But there's an awful lot we can still even do with something this simple. So, for example, we can speed it up. We can, you know, if you want it to loop, whether it goes backwards, there is so many, even additional tools on top of that.
That looks so hard now. It's like Dark Souls. How am I supposed to do that?
Dreams is the Dark Souls of custom creation. But you can do it with almost anything. So this is not a particularly great example, but have a tree swaying in the wind, swaying horrifically in the wind. But you could just have this, and it could just create that feeling of, you can feel the breeze, all the trees are moving.
That's such an intuitive way to animate stuff, isn't it? Just by using the controller.
So let's give it a test. So we forgot to turn the speed down. Yeah, we died. So again, switch back into edit mode. Just make it easier. We're going to move our little
Start
critter.
on the path, yeah.
Yeah, move our little critter. Now, anyone who uses Photoshop, you can rename things to make them a bit easier to find and use as well.
Oh, thank goodness. That would drive me insane.
Yeah, I've some of the Photoshop files I've worked with. No, it's not good.
That looks better.
Here we have. We've literally made a platforming game. I mean, granted, it's not going to win any awards, but...
Oh, I don't know. Where's he gone?
I didn't jump.
Oh, he's there. Easy as that.
So, for example, you could even... And we add the additional one now of the lava going up and down.
Ooh, okay.
For extra danger. Again, did you just highlight it, bring it out, hit record, and then you're sort of good to go. So when you are looking for stuff, you see you can just come in here any time. There's different things. We're going to try and add some music now. I am still blown away by this. So these are pre-made pieces of music that you could just dump into the world. So we've just grabbed one, and now this will be playing in the world.
Okay.
Also, the lava's too high. So I need to...
it's a work in progress.
I need to bring the lava down. See, QA testing is tough. So we're just gonna move that lava. There we go.
That's safer.
Thank you. So here is a look at a piece of music that is already existing. So we've just gone in to the Dreamverse, pulled something we might have already saved, something that we've already searched for before, and here it is. We're just going to place it in the world. It's sort of like everything else. It's all fully broken down.
What?
This is the piece of music that has just been in the game.
This is like a full bit of audio software.
It's not just like it is a full piece of audio software. So this is the piece already pre-created that we've pulled into the world, but we could now play around with this if we wanted to. So maybe we liked certain bits of it, and you can see how everything... Is it Garage DJ?
GarageBand.
GarageBand?
Yeah.
That's it. It's very much like that. It's very easy to use. You can see where the line is. That's where things come in. So even if you're new to this, you can figure this out.
It just makes sense, doesn't it? Straight away, as soon as you look at it, you know what you're looking at.
Exactly. But maybe we wanted to do something a bit different. Now, you can add your own music to this. Mm-hmm. There is going to be a second screen app for this.
Oh, wait, you mean your own instruments?
Yeah. So, like, you remember Dave used to be in a band?
Yes.
Plug. We could take our 1 million subs music video with Dave. Maybe take that song, and we could then use the second screen app to upload it. And then if they're in sort of the same room, it'll just be on your imp for you to place in the world.
Oh, wow. I'm going to do that with everything that Dave makes. I'm going to take it, put in his rap song, and then give it back to him.
Now, if you have the PlayStation camera, for example, you can use the microphone on that to record audio.
Okay.
But yeah, that direct to the console. But yeah, if you were already a professional sound engineer or a musician and wanted to add your own music, you can do it via the second screen.
That's so good. There's so much depth to this.
It's unbelievable. Now, there are hundreds of instruments preloaded into the game. We're just seeing a little sample of what is available. And even when you take an instrument they've got in the game, the way you can manipulate it is unreal. So let's start with finding like a bass beat. I think that's always...
These are all just variations of a bass synth.
Yeah. Bass. And that's just a synth. There's real bass you can just see there on the left.
Yeah.
So these are what they've already put in. You make your own if you want, but this is already...
Okay, so we put that in the game.
Now look, we're now going to make music.
Oh, it's like a pad.
Yeah. So what happens now is on the DualShock 4, your face buttons now become like your notes. And by twisting it and turning it, you can change the octave. And then also where you click as well will change the tone and how it sounds. So what we're going to do is actually record our music now. So that is what we're now doing.
Oh, so live record it. So as you play it, it just picks it up.
Yeah, so it's turned the metronome on to give us some sort of rhythm. And then, yeah, we're going to create our bass beat.
Very good, Holly.
I have impeccable rhythm. You can see you can hold it, drag it. It'll all affect the way the sound is coming through. So now we've done that. You can see this is
it's like a visualization of it. I see.
3D visualization of it as well. So what you can do, there are certain notes you don't like the sound of. We can delete them from here. So here it is, 2D.
And there's all the notes.
So here's all the notes. So if you really know what you're looking for, you can be like, no, this particular note isn't right here. Delete it, move it. Or we can go into the 3D.
What a great way to visualize music. That makes, as someone that doesn't know much about music, I suddenly understand it.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? It's so accessible. Dave's not the only musician in the team anymore.
Not anymore, Dave.
But what we've really done here is just create a bass beat. Mm-hmm. We need to create a song. So now we need to start layering stuff. So let's find another instrument. This time, I think we're probably going to go with synth. And you can see all of these already pre-included. Blade Walker pad sounds a bit like Blade Runner, so we're going to go with that one.
I wouldn't have guessed from the name.
And again, this one slightly different looking from that one, but the same idea.
Synth pad. So that other one plays in the background while you can compose on top of it. I see.
I'm laying down some sick tunes.
That sounds pretty sick.
Okay, so we're starting to layer it up. People can now start to hear a tune. They can sort of see how it's working. So now we've done that, we're going to get a timeline to put it on. Mm-hmm. Because we can't just have these blocks floating around. So we're going to sort of create what you saw when we imported.
Okay, yeah.
And this is where we can tell them to come in at different times as well. But everything's going to start at the beginning for us. So now we've created our own timeline.
So again, this is just how you would expect like an audio bit of software or video software just to work.
Yeah. And look, you can easily duplicate, move. So if you want to continue with something and you don't need to re-record it, you just copy it and paste it. So you can now save it and upload it because it's so good, if that's what we want to do. But I feel like we should probably add some more to it, right? So we're going to add like a little bit of a drum to it, just to give it another level again. So again, now into the music kit, into the drum section for this particular bit. And we're going to go probably, let's go with this. I think we're going to go with the kick. Cool, so that was pre-made.
And there you go.
Done. And now we've got, that's deep, man. That's deep.
It really sets the mood for the level you've created as well.
Thank you. Do you know what's really going to set the mood?
What?
Vocals.
Vocals? Are we going to hear some of your angelic singing voice in this?
Yeah, you're gonna finally confirm that it's definitely me not singing the chorus on our 1 million subs video. So we're actually going to use the PlayStation camera, the microphone in the PlayStation camera now to record our beautiful vocals.
Okay.
So we're just going to drop this and we're going to get to record. So done, there it is. Here we can change the volume, the speed, the pitch.
It just slots straight in.
Yeah. So you can see, look at that bar there. Look how many options there are, how in depth. This is what you're seeing. This one page is scratching the surface.
Well, I don't want to be too hyperbolic, but that is a work of art, Holly, what you've just made there.
Thank you.
I'd buy the single, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, my EP's coming soon. So again, you can just change even the 3D planning of the sound as well. It's insane.
Holly in the house.
Here we are making my voice sound even better than it already does.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling that.
In the house.
And there it is in the real world.
I mean, I'm going to win so many awards.
Which ones are they?
The ones I'm going to make myself in dreams. Okay, so we've showed you a little bit of like creation, like editing, pulling in objects. We've done a bit of animation. We have even done some sound. But there are things called logic, and that's actually what makes games work in the sense of like, does this platform just continuously move or does something trigger it? So, for example, maybe until you hit a switch, the platform doesn't move.
Right, okay, I understand.
These are the logics, you see it all the time in games. You won't open the door until you press the button.
Yeah, like triggers, yeah.
And this is exactly what this is. So all these tools are already in the game for you. We're going to do something very simple just to show what can be done. So we're going to put a little like dome over it, like a sensor, a trigger zone. That's what they've actually called it. So that until we step in the trigger zone, this doesn't move. So you can change the size, the shape, what it should be detecting as well, or even a name for what it should be looking for. So it knows when to start work. So once you've set your trigger up, you can maneuver it so it's in the right place, as big or as small as you want it. And then we can connect it. Because obviously at the moment it doesn't know what it's triggering.
Yep.
So we grab this little bit here.
A little node. And stick it on there.
And now you've literally created a rule.
Easy as that.
Music's
It's really coming together now.
So here we go. We should go by here and... Oh, okay.
Oh, that's mean. That's really mean.
But the platform no longer moves until you're there.
I mean, already the possibilities are endless, just on that little bit you just made then.
Yeah, and we haven't necessarily created anything outrageous. We are no, actually, I'm going to say this. I'm not a particularly creative person.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
You are. You're very good. I'm not. But everything I sort of needed was here, and it was still easy. If I felt a bit daring, it was easy for me to create.
They've sort of added all these tools in a way that just feels natural to use them.
Yeah, and it is natural to use them. So when you are saving, you can save it directly to your PlayStation 4 if that's what you want. Then it's yours. It's just for you. Mm-hmm. This is obviously Holly in the house.
So is that the name of your EP?
Yeah. Yes, it is. So this is saving direct to the PlayStation 4. You can choose a thumbnail. So if you've created a particular item, not just a world, you can find the right thumbnail to sum up what it is that you've shown. But you can also save it straight to the online as well. So you don't have to save it to your PlayStation 4, which is always great.
You can give it to the world. What a gift that would be.
So yeah, the Holly in the house. So here we go. We've got save this version online as private. That means only you can see it. You've then got online as public, and then remixable means you're allowing people to actually go in and change it for themselves.
Okay. It's like showing a document on the internet, isn't it?
Yeah, like I think you said before, it's a bit like Google Docs.
Yeah.
Over who can see it, who can share it, who can, mess with it. Because you can't mess with that. That's perfection.
Well.
Be quiet. Well, there you go. That is a look at the incredible creation tools for Media Molecules Dreams. This is one of 3 videos, a trilogy, I believe you called it. We've got one showing you the sort of the campaign they're adding. We have one showing you this, which is the creation. And our next video is going to be on dream surfing. So if you want to see what this game is truly capable of, come back and watch that video because it is breathtaking what people have made.